Welcome back to Digger Detecting, guys. As you can see, we're out in the shed and well, it's a super foggy morning outside. So we've even lit the heater and we've got a hot coffee in hand. It's a perfect start to the morning. So today what we're doing is we're going to get out and do some detecting. We've got Darren and Luke coming down to join us today, and we're going to get out to Don's old farm property. Now this farm property I've been hunting for nearly 6-7 years now, and it's just been amazing. It's gave up some amazing items over the last, over that period of time. So we're going to get out there today. I did ring Don there the other night. It's been about 12 months since my last visit to his property, and I said, Don, mate, you know, it's been a while. Are you still okay if I come out and detect and dig up a few items? He said, mate, go for it. I don't have to tell you at all what to do or where to go. You know what you're doing. And as he said, he goes, I don't know how many times I've told you, you just go through the gate. Make sure you shut it behind you, but go through the gate and please yourself. So a great response to what we want to do today, and look, I'm sure we're going to have a great day. So anyway, coffee in hand, heater lit, we'll wait for Darren and Luke to rock up, and then we're going to get out to Don's and see what we can find. Alrighty, so here we are on site, and the time has passed. It's not foggy anymore. It's 11:30 and it's a bright, beautiful sunny day, as you can see. And we're also out on the hunt, as you can see, out in Don's paddock. So Darren's got our first find to start us off for the day. I've got a little kangaroo penny in my pouch, and Darren, oh, he's probably got the most exciting find. He's just found a little toy lead soldier. So how awesome is that? Just cleaning up the back. He looks German to me, mate. Or maybe he's a paratrooper with that little slouch pouch on the back. What's he holding? I don't know. Such a cool find though. Let's get back up. Darren's there. Luke's over the back here. Luke's actually digging after a target that I found under the tree, and well, it's under the tree root. And I said to Luke, be my guest, mate. I'm going to leave it alone because I cannot get at it. It's literally, well, the tree root's growing straight over top of it. How you going, Luke?
Yeah.
Oh, you've made a hole.
Something metal.
Oh, there we go.
Copper.
Maybe it's a harmonica or something.
Could have been a medallion.
You've broke my medallion.
Bits everywhere.
You've done a mighty effort. It actually looks like either like thin bit like a harmonica, or even a bit of a door plate surrounding lock. An escutcheon. So very cool, very cool. Oh, it's nice and shady under the tree here. That's heating up out in the sun there. So top of 27, 28 degrees today. It's going to be a beautiful day, or already is a beautiful day. I said Darren's over there finding lead toy soldiers. We're on Don's farm. We've still got house site number 2 and house site number 3 up the road to get to if we like. So a little bit more mucking around here, and we'll probably do that and venture up to the other 2. So let's keep going. Right, well there we go. There is our next penny, a King George full penny this time. How cool is that? Luke just yelled out too over the back there. He's got a penny as well. So this site is still producing, even after nearly 7 years of hunting. And look, I used to come out here sometimes up to 3 or 4 times a week. Don used to see me out here in his paddock hunting away. So nice old King George penny there. We are still going to keep going for a little bit longer at this site. A nice impression there on the dirt too. But look, we are going to venture up to site number 2 very soon, and the reason being is well, it's got some shade and it's extremely hot today. So get up to site number 2, get under the shade. There is plenty more to find up there. Nice form, Darren, nice form. Dig that target, mate. Sounds good. I'm just looking over here. I was just saying to Darren too, we have a big pine tree right over in the distance there. It's pretty hard to see zoomed out this far. I'll zoom you in a second. This is all Don's property though, and we've got a pine tree well over the back there, and beside it is a fruit tree, and well, that's a good indication of an old house site. I said to Darren, I have been over there once before. Let me take you in. I have been over there once before. Pine tree and fruit tree, as you can see. I've been over there once before, about 5 years ago. However, I only found little buckle and bits and pieces of shotgun shells and whatnot. So mind you, the grass is up to about, well, here, quite long, and there was a lot of thistles and whatnot going on. As you can see, we won't have that problem right now. So only touching on that house site once over the back there. Well, I think we may even venture over and touch on it again today. See if it's going to hold up some more treasures. So we'll see if it's going to hold any treasures, because we really don't know what's over there. And all these house sites, they're sort of dating from around 1950s onwards. They all sort of come pretty late, about the 70s, 80s. They were, well, pretty much abandoned, taken away. The property was sold off, and it now exists today under the one title. So anyway, let's do that. And Darren's continuing to dig away. What'd you get, mate? A fork. Well done. So Darren's got a fork. We're going to get over and check out another house site. Right, well, lunch is over and we're down at this bottom site, right down in the corner of the paddock. And just something I noticed there a second ago when we were having lunch, we've got Don, the property owner, out there. And I will just say Don is 87 years old. There's Don out there digging a drain or digging a ditch or doing something. Just amazing. And as Darren said, it really puts it into perspective. There we were standing under the shade having lunch, and there's Don, 87 years old, out there doing whatever he's doing in the ditch. So just amazing, that man. And look, generally, the case is when you stop is, when you start deteriorating. So a lot of time, you hear from the older people, well, I've heard a lot from older bosses and whatnot. They'll generally say, I just keep going, and that keeps me fit and strong. So nice target in front of us. We're going to dig him out on film, give you a look. First go at the new site. What do you guys got? Something good so far? Penny, coin, silver? Iron. That's good. There is a few nice signals here. Let's try and pick out the best ones. I really don't know much about this site. So a few finds, it might just tell us a little bit. There we go. We've got an old handsaw rivet, or part of a rivet of a handsaw. So very interesting. We can't see much on him. Maybe a kangaroo. But one for the clean up a little bit later, and we'll give you a look at the end of the video, and hopefully we can see a little bit more. Oh, we've got our next target right beside the tree there, the big pine tree. Here's a high signal too, so I'm hoping, hoping for a coin. We did get a coin, and we got a mouthful of dirt too. There we go, 2-cent coin. Woohoo, awesome. 2 center. We've got a couple of pennies, 2-cent coin. We've had a great day. There was some humans losing their money. There was some human activity here. 2 cents, we're rich. Let's keep going. Look at the bees. Going straight in the tree there. I said that to Luke and Darren there before. I remember years ago when I come here. It's actually one of my very first videos. If you want to go back and have a look at my YouTube channel, you will find this site on video. And you'll see just how hectic the bees were that day. It was a real wet, cold day. I remember the grass was up really high, and we walked in here, seen the bees, seen the grass, did a little bit of detecting, and walked straight back out again. So, and as I said, I don't really know what this site is. We can't see sort of any remnants of broken glass or brick or rock or anything on the surface. It's just the pine tree and the fruit tree. Sort of give it away. Whoops, that was a wild swing. I sort of give it away to being a bit of occupation here. So, plus we've got our 2-cent coin, haven't we? So we're definitely on the money. Look at that little buckle. We have silver. Well, I got a something. Actually, don't think it's a buckle now. I think it's part of a harmonica reed. What sort of juicy silver do you have? Wow, nice. Threepence. How awesome. So there we go, the coins are here, the 2-cent coins, and even the silver. A 1954? Yeah. Good save. I'll come over and check it out in a minute. Show me where you found the coin, Luke. Where was it? Come and raid your area. There-ish. Very nice, good condition. I want to see it.
Dirty.
Oh, it is dirty. That's a dirty farm coin.
It's a silver though.
It's silver. Well done, man. Well done. There we go. Little threepence, 2-cent coin, part of a harmonica reed. We might just be on the money here, Basil, might we? We still got to go all the way out into the paddock here too, because from what I can see on an old map picture, there was like a row of pine trees running out. So they, the pine trees generally underneath them is where they dumped all their rubbish. So we might pick up on a heap of targets if we find where that run of pine trees is, or was, I should say. Before we do though, let's just dig this target out, because he sounds like a penny. Right beside the poison weed there. Sting and nettle. So we'll try not to hit him with the bare naked legs. That'll hurt. Let's see if we've got a penny. I reckon that's a coin. So we've got like composted layer that we're going down through. Right there. That's a good spot. Let's have a look. We'll dig around him. Get out our florin. Penny. Just reset that pinpointer. Oh, there we go. Shotgun shell. Not a coin, but that's okay, because Luke's finding them and they're silver, which is even better. Let's keep going. Oh, we don't quite know what this site down the back of the paddock was here just yet. However, we keep pulling out little bits of tack like that. The old horse tack, that is a little brass rivet right there. He's even still got part of the leather attached to him. A little brass rivet, and that would have been off the old horse tack, a part of the old horse saddlery. So, very interesting. I was just saying to Luke, I wonder if it's like an old stable or something down the back here. It's quite away from or any of the houses. The houses would have been way up in the corner there. So wonder if it was an old stable. I wonder if it was an old like slaughter shed or something. You know, maybe he butchered a couple of cows down here. He had a little shed set up, and he maybe hung the carcasses off the tree or whatever and salted them. Who knows? I don't know. It's all painting a picture though, as we find all those little items throughout the ground scattered around this site. All right, well, let's take stock of what we got. Not much. Luke's got a silver coin. I got the little rivet. We got a shotgun shell. What did you get, Darren? Couple of rust nuggets. Apart from that, not much. So look, instead of wasting our time down here, it was really just a bit of a test. Instead of wasting our time down here, we've got another 2 house sites up the back there to get to. And well, they've produced some good stuff in the past. Quite a few coins and quite a few nice old relics. So we'll get packed up here. We'll see you at the next. Well, here we are at site number 3 for today. I know we've been jumping around quite a bit, but we've got a wonderful old site here. We've got the old trees, which are a giveaway, and even the old dairy. And this site's quite interesting. As I said, it come a lot later, all about the 1950s thereabouts. This site, in fact, was a lot later because, well, there was a bit of a family dispute, a bit of a family fight. The original family farm was up the road to the right-hand side, and well, there was a bit of a family dispute between the father and the son in later years, and this is where the son come down to build his own dairy at his own farm and farm this area himself. So all this area, as I said, it come a lot later than the other 2 areas, and there we go. We're seeing that just through the fines. A 1956 rue penny with Elizabeth on the back. How awesome. So we've got a heap of coins out of here in the past. We've got a heap of wonderful relics, and the reason why it brought me over to this spot straight away, like I didn't know that coin was going to be there, of course, but reason why it brought me over to this spot straight away, you see all the bits of glass and everything, fragments of stuff on the ground. And when the calves and the cows get in here, they knock it all around. And almost every time I've come here, I've found something new, whether it be a bit of glass or a bit of like a little marble or something really cool just laying on the surface. So I'm going to hum around here very, very carefully with the detector. Look, you can see where a hay ring has been, and all the cows are feeding out of the hay ring, standing here and making the ground, wearing the ground down, I should say. So that's sort of what I'm looking for. With the cows walking around, they generally stir it up, and when they stir it up, you get to see all this new stuff coming to the surface. So stuff that you wouldn't normally find with a detector, like marbles and glass and everything. So let's keep humming around here. That penny was awesome and a great way to start out. Let's keep humming around here and see what else we can find. Oh, you'll never guess what we've got for our next find. How awesome is this? The big boy Clydesdale horseshoe. I don't know if it's of a Clydesdale. It's quite a big one though. That's massive. And we've got a bucket of horseshoes and axe heads and stirrups at home too, and I just love them. The rusty old relics. We pick them up wherever we can, and we've got stakes and look, you know, old picks and just everything. So another horseshoe for the collection. He's not going to go in the bag because he's going to weigh me down for this afternoon. So we're going to take him over and put him near the dairy. Take him home with us. Well, I did not show this one coming out, unfortunately, and I'm still trying to work out what it is. I think It's off the front of a truck or a tractor. I'm thinking a truck. And as you can see, I did hit him. Bugger. Was that to me? Oh, phew. I was going to say, I'm not taking you anywhere again. Oh dear. I just hear Luke over the back. Shut the up to his detector. Being a bit noisy, I think. I thought it was to me. There we go. We've got a badge, an enamel badge. We've hit him. I don't know where I was. What were we talking about? It's a badge. It's something off a truck. I don't know what it says though. I'd like to think I do, but I don't. If you do recognise that piece though, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know. You can even see the glue where someone stuck him on the back there. So it's awesome. Maybe we show Don. Don just drove out of the paddock there before with his dog. Maybe when he comes back I'll show him. I'll say, Don, do you recognise this piece? Is it off your tractor, mate? Is it off your old Bedford truck? I don't know. But can you ID him for me? So what a ripper find. Let's keep going. Oh, we've got another cracker signal, and look, this is one that I should have picked up on in the past, for sure. For sure. Listen to him. Beautiful double jumper. Sounds like a coin. Could be a bit of rubbish. However, that is too good a signal to walk past. So we're definitely going to try and hit on him. See what he is. We have been digging. Oh, I hope it's not it. We have been digging a lot of those little tiny copper washers. You know, the really little ones? They're like little baby washers. And it's really hard to find. It's like looking for a bit of gold in the ground. You whittle your way down to nothing, only to find out that, well, that good sounding signal that you had, it turns out it was a little washer. So really cool too. I was just saying to Luke before, we've seen Don, the property owner. Oh, we got a coin! Yes! We've seen Don, the property owner. He just drove out. He's doing a bit of farming today. Is it a sixpence? I think it is. I think we got a silver. Awesome. But he was doing a bit of farming there before, and when he drove out, I said to Luke, when Don first bought this property about 30-40 years ago, I remember him telling me when I first started detecting here, he used to plough these paddocks right in front of us right now, and he'd plough them with the tractor, and he said he used to have to get the kids to walk behind with buckets to pick up all the bottles that were unearthed with the plough. So as he dragged the plough along the ground, he pulled up a heap of bottles out of the old rubbish dump that used to be here from the house, from all the occupants dumping rubbish in the ground, and the kids would pick up all the bottles. And then he said over the years, you know, they sort of started to slow down and subside every so often. You know, you'd put the plough on and you'd go down and you might dig up a bottle, but he said it wasn't like it was when we first got here. You'd dig up dozens every time you ploughed the paddock. And this is actually a site, funnily enough, some will remember where we first come here, and we were finding bottles stashed in the trees. And the reason being is because over the years, Don, well, the kids grew up and they weren't around anymore. Don would have to get off the tractor. He'd pick up, plough a bottle up. He'd have to get off the tractor, walk it over and try and find an opening or a gap in the tree to shove it. So I still, to this day, walk around these trees and look for bottles, because you just never know. So we do have a silver. I've been talking that long, but there we go. We've got a silver coin. How awesome. I can see George on the back, and it's going to be a sixpence. All these coins are coming out today. They really need a good clean up. We really can't see much at all. I can see a coat of arms and a bit of dirt on him. That's about it. That's about it. So nice old sixpence, silver sixpence, even though it doesn't look silver. Let's keep going. Oh, I think we found the gas pipe. Oh dear, I think we chopped him. No, we didn't. It's already been broken. There we go. We found something though. It's still attached. We can't get him out of the hole. Let's give you a look first. He's got like a little valve. The sun's in the wrong direction there, but little valve, little tap on the top. See if we can turn the gas on. No, we can't. He's got a wire on the back. I don't know where that's going or what it's doing. Oh, nowhere. I just pulled it out of the ground. Oh, there we go. Probably from the old house site, or has to be from the old house site. And no, it's not going to be attached to anything because, well, this house was being gone for about probably 30 odd years. So there we go. Little tap from, not the gas. It's not a gas line. Don't know what that is. Wonder if there's any tubing or, you know, conduit or anything down there to show where that wire come out of. Because that looks pretty clean, doesn't it? Right, well, Luke's working out the front now, up along the roadside, and to be honest, of all the farm sites on this property, This is probably the only farm site that I have not actually done out the front on the roadside. I've done the one down the left, I've done the one up the right. I haven't really done this one. So what do you got, buddy? Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
It's got a little eagle or something there.
has it?
See?
It has too. Good eyes, eagle eyes. Let's zoom in. We can eagle eye it a little bit better. Do you reckon that's military?
Alright.
Is that American? It's got no eagle on the back, only on the front. That's really cool though. I found
It's got, it says lighter written there.
lighter, so we know it's a lighter. It's an eagle lighter.
It might have more writing on it somewhere, but I can't
It's
see any.
probably got like England or made in England, Sheffield down the bottom or
It's
something.
got something on the bottom. Oh,
It's a hard one.
yeah.
That is cool though.
Yeah.
Pays to be working out the front. Found any coins out the front?
No.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, yeah.
Work harder, work harder.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Well, I'm just thinking of a title for today's video, and I'm thinking it should have been called "No Site is Ever Fully Hunted Out." No site is ever fully done. That's for certain. You've seen what we've got today. We've got a couple of pennies. I've been hunting these sites for nearly 7 years now. It's been a long time, I know. And well, look, as I said, every week I used to come out here 3 to 4 times a week sometimes. Don probably used to get sick of me. But look, there's always stuff to find. You just keep coming back to these sites, change coil, change settings, change the way you hold your tongue, and you just never know what's going to come out. Like Luke with the lighter out the front, Darren with the toy-led soldier there this morning. Just a ripper find. I love those pieces. And me with whatever we're about to dig up. Half a Don's plough, I think. Seeing a big square bolt there. What are we on to? We're not onto a coin. This has been here forever. We just missed it all those years. Oh dear, this is going to be big. Hold on to your horses, everybody. Or your ploughs. That's what it is. There's part of Don's plough that he used to plough and scratch up the paddocks with. I dare say, a pinpointer going everywhere between my legs. Don, we found more of your plough, mate. We'll put it there with the rest. So as you can see, he's got a bit of a collection going. Oh, is that a bottle? Yes. 'Tis so. I think it's broken. Maybe. There we go. So just like that, as I said, Don was stashing bottles around the trees. On you, Don. He's just went up for some lunch too, so we should see him again soon. I'll try and have a chat with him. And there's probably one that he stashed. Not an old bottle. Property of Limited Australia. OT. Oh, it's an OT. It's an old orange juice bottle. There we go, and you can see the coat of the arms. Coat of arms. The little castle, I should say. It's not a coin. It's a bottle. You can see the castle, MGM castle, up the top there, above the M. It's a bit hard to see with the lighting, but that there would sort of put that bottle. Look, probably 50s, 60s, 1950s, 60s, similar to what the old MBCV beer bottle is showing up at the back there. So pretty cool, but very, very common. There he is, MBCV. Seen a ton of those guys. So let's put them back there. We'll put them both back there, and we'll tuck them away nicely because, well, some other prospector, detectorist might come along in many, many years to come, and they might like finding that bottle themselves. Well, I think we might be nearing the end of the day. I think. Well, maybe. Darren's off down the paddock. He looks like he's still full of energy. Luke's out on the road, somewhere over there, and I'm still in the paddock. And I've still got a bit of energy to go. But look, it is getting on. And I only had about 4 hours sleep last night. I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping lately. So about 4 hours sleep and out detecting all day today in the heat. It's a great combo. So another nice signal in front of us there. As I said, we are going to finish up probably soon. I don't know. We don't put a time limit on these things. We just go until we all sort of look at each other and go, yeah, let's go home. So best way to be. So let's just hope we can keep digging a few more coins, a few more nice items. We are, if you notice, we are staying under the shade here. However, I do have the 11-inch coil on. I would like to cover some ground, get out and go a bit rogue like Darren. So we might do that after this target. get out from the shade and go venture out into the sun. Deep guy. That's definitely our target. Deep guy. Right, let's go after him. Two hands will come back and give you a look. And we're back, and you really did not miss much at all. We took 2 stabs with the shovel there, and bingo, I think we're onto our target. So hopefully a penny for this one. And he's out. Hopefully another coin, because he did sound quite nice. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. We're a little bit off target there. But yes, we do have a coin. An old George. How awesome. So another rue penny for us. A little bit later once again. Everything at this site's later. Another nice coin. And look, we're going to show Don everything here today. But Don's not going to want to keep everything or anything at all. As I said there this morning, Don's just happy for me to come out and have a bit of fun. And he said, look, this weekend, bring your mates out, let them have some fun as well. Keep everything you find, but we will go up with Luke and Darren. We will go up and see Don. We'll try and catch up with him before we get out of here today. We'll just show him these pennies. Look, we'll show him little toy lead soldier. And we'll show him all the cool stuff we've got. Oh, we're not going rogue just yet. Funnily enough, standing back up. Have a listen. It's faint, but it's there. We've got another signal right beside that rue penny that we just dug. You can see the hole there. From the rue penny. Let's see, he's a bit sketchy. Definitely something there though. He's just deep and he's just being a bit quiet. We are definitely going to go after him before we go rogue out of that sun. Let's see if we've got another penny. I dare say we do, because where there's one there'll be 2, and hopefully he's another rue. Let's have a look. Pinpointer. Listen to the jingle too. That's, my keys are in there, so they're jingling, but we do have a few coins, a few cool items for today. So there he is, right down on target. Did we get him out? I don't think so. As I said, these sites, you just go back and you can just keep working them and working them and working them. I cannot tell you, like I couldn't put a time limit on how many hours I've spent out here at Don's. I really couldn't. We've got a coin. Look at that coin impression. Awesome. So I really couldn't tell you how many hours I've spent out here. It's been a lot though. It's been a lot. So half penny. That's cool. Full penny and then a half penny. A penny and a half. What's he going to be? Very hard to see. Once again, a rue penny. Here we go, just see the kangaroo on the back. Awesome stuff. Another rue, and that's about our 4th or 5th coin here today. And remember, we started way down the paddock there this morning. What you did not see is we started about 9-10 a.m, got down the paddock, and then what you did see is we ventured over, where are we? Oh, fair way further, over to that second site, and then we jumped up to where we are right now. We've still got another house site on Don's property too that we could go and attack. But that's got no trees, no shade, no cover, no nothing. It's like you're out in the desert. It's a brutal paddock. So, and to be honest, this is probably the best spot to be. The 3rd or the 4th house site, I should say. It really hasn't produced as well as what these other 3 have. So anyway, let's keep going now, and I think it's time to get out in the sun, go rogue. Or maybe not. Oh dear. There's another one, another coin. There's 2 in the one hole. Now we're about to get 3 in the one hole. This one's off to the left though by sounds. He's a bit clearer than that last one too. Sort of got a nice repeatable tone. Alright, watching the center of the coil there. I can see that target is right there. And we had our first hole in front of him, our second hole off to the side. So we need to come back a bit and grab that last coin. There's a triple coin spill. How awesome. 3 in 1. There he is. Just like that. You've seen that happen. There's the other half. Another half little penny. Oh, he's in horrible condition. Or should I say horrible condition. Look at all the corrosion taking place. That is a shocking looking coin. And not as good as the last couple that have come out, that's for certain. So into the pouch. That's another one. Wonder how Darren and Luke are going. Oh, we're out in the sun now. We've sort of gone rogue, although we're sort of still near the tree too. And we just can't help but get away from all these wonderful sounding signals. And there's another one. I've just turned the volume up on the Equinox 900 there too. It was a little bit quiet and didn't realise why until I remembered where I was hunting there the other day, where I had the volume down at 21 in a built up public area. So just put the volume up a bit more so I can hear better as I'm swishing along through these crunchy leaves. Listen to them. Hard to hear anything. Nice signal here though. Sounds like a coin. And I was going to say there too before, funnily enough, we are sitting not far, well pretty much right on top of an old bottle dump. There was a bottle dump right here that young Dominic and I hit on about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. It was a really wet rainy day, or it was really wet and boggy anyway, I remember that. Whether it was raining I don't know, but I think it was sort of winter time, and we hit on a bottle dump here, which was really cool. Everything sort of from about 1950s, 60s onwards. A lot of it had the AGM Castle stamp, like what you've seen before with the OT bottle. But really cool, and Dominic and I had a bit of fun digging out all the bottles, and then we had to fill it in. We had to get moving. I had to get finishing up, and we left the site. So we have not been back to do any more since. And as I said, right under our, well, right where we're sitting is a ton of bottles. So was that our target? I don't know. Oh, we're just having a bit of a break, and Luke is still working his way out the front here. Look at that nice dam, Luke. Been fishing in there yet, mate?
What?
You've been fishing? Oh, you've been too busy.
Been too busy finding faucets.
What? What did you just find? A faucet.
Tap that.
Tap that. Oh, it's bent. Sort of. It's a bit wonky. That's really cool. I love finding these. And you know what? You can almost take that home. You could almost plumb him in and reuse him.
That'll just go in the scrap bucket, I think.
Apart from your bent shaft.
Yeah, I'll get a couple of cents for that.
A couple of cents. Wait till the brass goes up. You'll get a couple of bucks.
There you go.
Luke, Don's here.
What is?
Don's here. Do you reckon he'd want to be on camera? Hey, Don. Hey, Don. Just wondering, mate. This come off your tractor? Is that a badge?
No. Not mine. If it was, bugger it.
I was hoping it was off your old Bedford or something, off the old truck.
No, I don't think so. It's a
No.
pretty different sign, that.
Yeah, I was hoping it said V8, being an old V8 badge.
Yeah, I doubt
But
it.
it's missing the V. So, interesting one.
Yeah.
I just thought he might have come off the tractor there at one stage.
He just found something.
Yeah, and Luke's just got a tap. Thanks, Don. What a legend. How good's Don?
I think Don found a coin.
What a trooper he is. What'd you get? Don's got a horrible looking penny.
Yeah.
Edward,
He said, tell him you found it.
where'd you find that?
Up next to a tree somewhere.
Did he really? I thought you were only joking. There you go.
He might have found that ages ago.
Maybe Don's got a detector and we don't know. Maybe Don's out detecting his own property. He's just getting us to come clean up his rubbish. He didn't know what that badge was. Check this out. Oh. Stop it! About to mow my hands off. Do you reckon old tractor badge, car badge? It's very brassy and platey and heavy and enamely. Someone struck it at the front, so I dug up like that already.
Yeah. Off something. Machinery.
Are you agreeing with me that someone else struck it?
Yes.
Yes.
That looks like an old scratch.
It's an old scratch, probably
An
50 years
shiny
old.
scratch.
We're going to go that way.
Same. I was hoping there'd be like a V up here, and it said V8.
hole there, I reckon it's missing a, I don't know, like a, not a lion, but a something.
Rawr.
Ooh, it's riding.
Oh, is there? Bloody eagle eyes. I didn't even see the writing. Even Don didn't see it.
Yeah, it's like trying to read that writing on the lighter.
It said,
Yeah,
it said lighter.
There, it's not there. Get the bendy thumb. A bit of wee rub.
I can't see writing. Where are you looking?
Don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe. Numbers or writing? Numbers or letters? Alright, well here we are back out in the paddock again. We were just up near the fence line and we were watching Luke detect, and he found the faucet tap, the spigot tap. Very cool find. But look, I really wanted to go rogue. I really wanted to get away from the house site and get down the paddock. We've got the 11-inch coil on, so I just wanted to swing freely and see what I can find. And sometimes when you get away from the house sites, you find those random items that have been dropped as the farmer's made his way down the paddock. And so look, just doing that, having that in my mind today, we found this next target. And while we dig it, I'm just going to explain and show you something too, which I just think is amazing. We've seen Don drive through the, what is there? There's a rock or something. We've seen Don drive through the paddock there before, through the gateway, and we asked him about that badge. Well, he didn't really know about the badge, and to be honest, it looks like he was in a bit of a rush to get back to work. There he is down the paddock, Don and his dog, and Don is behind his ute currently at the moment with about a 5-foot shovel in hand, and he's digging out that culvert. We've got a little dam at the top there, and the culvert, as you can see, runs down past his ute and runs down off into the flats there, down to another little waterway, spillway, catchway, another little dam. So Don's down there with his dog. It's about 30 degrees out in the paddock here. You can actually feel the heat bouncing up off the ground. It's that hot. And Don's down there, 87 years old this man is, and he's down there with his dog digging out a culvert. And look, we've all got shovels. We're all 3 very capable young men, strong young men. I speak for myself here. Sorry Darren, sorry Luke. But look, we could get down there, we could dig out that hole in no worries. But I guarantee you, if I went down there and said, Don, can I lend you a hand, mate? You know, can I give you a hand digging? He would politely tell me to, well, go away. He'd just say, I'm okay there, young fella. And look, I appreciate it, but if whatever you do is something that I can't do. And he really enjoys doing his farm work, you know, that's why he's got the farm. He's retired, lives alone, and he just gets out on the farm with his ute and his dog. He's got a little truck and a little tractor, and he's got his little heifers and little cows. And look, I just love it. I think he's just a brilliant person all round. And I love coming out here and seeing Don every single time. What is that? Is that 2 shotgun shells stuck together into a fox whistle? Because that's what it looks like. Who knows that trick? I'm sure some people out there do. If you take 2 shotgun shells and you trim off, I think it is, you trim off the ends, the plastic ends. In the case of new modern bullets, in the case of old bullets, you just rip off the cardboard. But you take the old shotgun shells, my grandfather taught me this, and you basically, you join them together. Sort of like this one's been, but I can't see the join line. But that's definitely 2 12 gauge shotgun shells, made in Australia. Ali Kino. And the other one on that side, Ali Kinnock, made in Australia, 12 gauge shotgun shell. If I basically took 2 old 12 gauge shotgun shells, joined them together, crimped and joined them together a little bit, basically what you can make is a fox whistle. I think that's what this is. I think someone's made a homemade fox whistle, because look at that, you can just see a little crimp, a little join near my finger. Maybe, I can see it, I don't know whether the camera's picking it up. We're going to try and knock that hole out though, and we're going to try and blow through him, because well, that might be a fox whistle. He would literally just lodge in the mouth like that, and you blow through the hole and you get that little whistling tone. So that is, if that's what it is, which I think it is, a fox whistle, that's probably got to be my coolest find ever. Definitely today too. Really cool find. And as I said, that's just from walking off, using your initiative, walking off down the back paddock here. We're not even far away from the house, but if that is a fox whistle, someone's obviously come out the back door with the shotgun, old Harry the shotty, and lost their fox whistle right there for us to find him some years later. Let's keep going. Oh, isn't that an exciting piece to find down the paddock going rogue? And that's why it pays off. We've got part of the old riding crop here, which is really, really cool. I've got a few of these in my collection now, and look, they're great pieces. I'll give you a better look in a second. He is broken. He looks like he's been snapped some time ago and discarded. He should have like a cross hatch section at the front, And as you can see, that's where he's been broken off. So there would have been, let me just sit him down, there would have been a little piece coming out here, and what I'll do is I'll throw a picture, a top left corner of one that I've found in the past, and you'll be able to have a look for yourself. And he's got a little arm coming down here, and that's where the cane, the walking stick, would have come out of, basically the cane. And as I said, this is part of the old riding crop head. So the handle's all missing, and as I said, part of it's broken off where the shaft would have been. Maybe he hit the horse too hard, but they're a really cool piece. And look, they're very weighty. They've got quite a lot of weight behind them, and they had 3 different purposes. You should have a couple of little notches in here, or maybe not. Some of them do. Some of them have a couple of little notches notched out. And the whole method to this riding cane, I should say. God, it's hot, I'm sweating. The whole idea to this riding crop handle though, you can imagine a long shaft coming down, and basically that would have been to kick your horse in the guts. It would have also been to flip upside down as you walked up to a gate. Remember, everything was post and rail back then. You would have lifted the gate and walked the horse backwards, opening the gate up. Therefore you wouldn't have had to dismount your horse. So generally little notches in underneath there where they would pick up the gate and drag it open. And on the end here, where you had that cross hatch section, I can never say that word properly, the cross hatch section there basically would be for, well, mending horseshoes on the go. So he's got a bit of weight in this bald section where my fingers are, and that sort of creates that hammer type head, and you could mend your horseshoes on the go. So it had 3 purposes, this crop handle, from what I know: opening the gate, mending your horseshoes, and also making your horse giddy up. So very cool piece, and it rang up very nice and loud. So I wonder if we're going to find the other bit in there. Judging by the end of that though, probably not. He's been snapped off for quite a while, so let's have a look. If not, we're moving on to the next. Maybe, no, I didn't think so. All right, on to the next. Oh, I'm hoping for a penny on this last target, just to finish us off. I think I'm just about done. We've just been doing laps up and back, going out into the paddock, walking all our way out, and then sort of making our way back to the house site. So just going up and back, doing laps, seeing what we've missed out in the paddock, and then, as I said, getting back to the house. There's plenty here too. There is still lots of signals to dig. So I'm just battling through the heat. I keep looking down at Don and thinking, keep going, Luke, keep going. If Don can do it, you can do it. I said, there's Don out in the paddock, and there's no slowing him down. He's still out there digging, I think, unless he's sitting in the ute listening to the footy. I don't know. There we go. Leg A, improved tumbler lock. How cool is that piece? I don't think I've ever seen a Leg A improved tumbler lock. So what that is there is that's your little lock cover. I'll go out in the sun there. That's your little lock cover that would swivel back and forth, covering up your old skeleton key lock of your padlock. So really cool. Just a lot of the old keys back in the day, you know, they didn't have as fine a clearances as what we have now on keys. So a lot bigger hole, a lot more chances of stuff getting inside. Dirt, water, moisture, ingress, everything like that. So basically having that little plate, little tumbler plate lock, it just protected the keyhole from stuff being jammed in there, or even getting put in there, or, you know, making its way in there accidentally. So what are you doing, Don? I don't see you on the shovel. Maybe he's listening to the football. So he is still working. Good on you, Don. God, he's a trooper. He's like the Terminator, that man. He just does not stop. I said 87 years old, 30-degree day. Let's go dig some holes down the bloody paddock. Oh, what a gun. There it is. I was looking for you. Listen to that one. It's like Don's dropped his wedding ring there. That's literally a surface target, 58, 59. Could it have been something brought up with the plough just recently? Well, sort of recently, in the last few months anyway. What is it? It's only just under the surface there. So I'd say the cows or the plough have brought it up just in recent, I said recent months. Don actually said the paddock's got chopped. Oh, there it is. Oh, Unreal, unreal. We're not digging. We don't need to dig. Don actually said the paddocks got chopped up there. Something chronic this year. It was a real wet year, and the tractor's driving through here like he leases some of this property out for it to be cropped and harvested every year. And some of the tractors driving through here, well, as he said, they left big trenches and ditches all through here. So there is our target, and that is where we were digging. We were going to go straight in there, but look where he's sitting, just off to the side there. As I said, surface target. It's not Don's ring, it's an old penny. How awesome's that? Oh, shocking condition too. Horror bubble, that's what they call that, horror bubble, with all the bubbles in it. So never get a date off him. He's an old Commonwealth penny, and he's literally sitting on the surface. He's been brought up with the plough. Nice work, Don. All right, guys, that is about it for us today. Oh, hang on, what is going on over here? used to have become very close of late. It's all these hunts we've been doing. Actually, I've been hunting with you guys for about 2 months. Have you been going out on secret hunts together?
No, you tried.
Getting knocked back.
Stop it. Luke won't go out without me. It's a Luke thing. Awesome. You'll notice a second ute down the back there too. Just while we're standing here chatting and working out our finds, listening to all the noisy cars go past, we just had another farmer pull up, and he literally just pulled in the gateway. He said, "Oh, how you going there, guys? Did you find anything good?" And I said, "Oh, g'day, Justin." And he goes, nah. And he actually said his proper name. I just had him mistaken for another bloke. And funnily enough, he actually knows me. I actually detect his property. I've got his phone number, but I've never met him face to face. So I did not have a face to a name to recollect with. So to me, I'd only just met this bloke. However, about 2 years ago, I was actually on his property hunting it. So we will get back to his property too. I did ask him again if I could get back there, because it has been a while. And even though I had permission for it some years ago, well, seems though it's been a while, I always feel that little bit funny about going there without touching base with the owner. You just never know what happens. Do they sell the property? Are they leasing it out? Do they not want you there anymore? You don't know. So it's always good to recheck. So just by being here today, as I said, the secondary ute has pulled up, and well, he is a property owner of another property we will be getting to in future, and he's got no issues with me going there and detecting once again. So we've got some pennies out today. You did see little sixpence coming out. We can't clean anything on site, unfortunately. We don't really have any access to water. Well, we do, but it's a dirty cow trough, and everything will probably come out dirtier than what it is clean. So we do have the little riding crop head handle there too, and I was showing Luke before, and bingo, he said, "Oh, they've got little cross hatches on them right there." And I said, "Oh, I don't think this one does." Well, we scratched him out a bit, and there they are. So perfect. It does make me look like I know what I'm talking about, doesn't it? We had, as I said, the pennies, the badge, a little plate lock. We had part of the old rivet of the handsaw handle. They are really cool to find. And what I think is an old fox whistle. Now I'm going to zoom in here. See if you can make out the line, the join line where he is. Up the top there. So just where my nail is there. I reckon that's a little join line, and I reckon that's where two shotgun shells have been pressed together, making a fox whistle. And as you can see, I've cleaned him out. He's very dirty, so I don't think he's going to work. Let's give him a test. Oh, it works perfect. Do you hear that? Now you got to do them sort of softly, don't you? It does work. Do you hear that? Ready?
Well in a kettle.
Hang on.
Slightly, get a bit of the dirt out.
Oh, see that? The fox coming. Wait, let me do it again. Look at all the foxes coming in. They're coming for miles. Like the Pied Piper I am. So that's what I think that is. That is a fox whistle. It's a homemade one, and that is awesome. And now my mouth is covered in dirt. So really, really cool. We've had a great day. We've had some great fun. Our first day back with Darren and Luke. So Luke, this is your pole, isn't it, buddy? He's got some pennies. He's got a silver. He's got 2 more pennies at the back there. And look, he does have a heap of other awesome finds, but he's already stashed them away in my car boot. So, and the car's like 28 steps out there.
They aren't that awesome.
Well, it's a long way away. Let's just say they're awesome, but they're staying in the boot. So I've also got some more rubbish too. That's not all my rubbish today. All of it, the rest of it is in the boot. So last but not least, save the best for last, and that is Darren. You got a lot of junk in there, mate.
Yeah.
A lot of rubbish in your trunk. Darren's got a couple of buckles, he's got a few pennies, a couple of half pennies there, 4 in total, and the 1 full penny. You're lacking the silver coin, buddy.
I know.
What's going on?
Half penny in there.
But I'll tell you what, Darren is the only man today with a lead soldier, and I'm a little bit jealous because he is really cool. And we're looking there before, and something I'm noticing right now, he looks like he's even got a little bit of a collared suit. So I dare say that is a paratrooper. I mean, he's not holding a gun, he's holding something in the left hand there. He looks like he's got his arm down by the side, but at the back there, it looks like it looks like a big collared jacket, and he's got his parachute on the back there. So very cool. You've got a paratrooper, a lead soldier. And just something I'll show too, some people would have seen my leather holster that Darren kindly made me up. It's a dig it detecting emblem in the front. Well, Darren has been making his own of late, and he's put the ram head shilling design in there. So I think that is just brilliant. And look, credit to Darren here, because he hand makes all these himself, design and everything. You know, it's not like something he's just copied off Google or off YouTube. These are all his design, all his own work, and I think they're just incredible. So even the extra piece of leather running through the side there, running all the way around, so as you slide your nice sharp tiger digger in, you're not cutting up all the side and all the stitching and making it let go for future. So Darren, you can do stuff, mate. Bloody awesome. And I love mine, and I use it all the time, just not when I'm using the shovel. I have no need for it, so it's just weight on my pouch, and I don't need that, so it stays in the boot. But when I'm digging at a park or anywhere sensitive where I don't want to use a shovel, bingo, I'm with the little tiger digger and my brand new leather sheath, thanks to Darren. So anyway guys, that is about it for us today. We've got we've got permission to go check out the other property there with the other farmer coming into the paddock. And we've had a great day. We've got some finds out. We've had a bit of fun. So what do you reckon? Home time now?
Yep,
Reckon? Yep. You look exhausted, fellas. You're pretty fit. Anyway, guys, that is about it. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you on the next.